Without health, there is no dream. Without health, there is no future. So, we are going to listen to what they will tell us and try to practice what we will hear today. Thank you.
Second half of the year. So we are here from Ascending Health Foundation. Ascending Health Foundation is an NGO going around rural communities to educate our rural populace on the issues of health and education. So today, our mission here is to educate you on some health challenges you may have. But for today, we are going to talk about the BP. That's PR, the poverty, the necessity. We also will talk about the oral health that will also have something to do with the male folks. And so we want you to pay us your rapt attention as our team of specialists will be talking to you on these health issues. So, to start, I want to introduce to us our doctor, who is a member of the Ascending Health team that will be talking to you on period poverty, Dr. L.G.A. Asutan.
Sensitize and educate you on the topic period poverty, under which we're going to talk about menstrual hygiene. Okay? Menstrual hygiene and menstrual hygiene programs. Alright, so I am Dr. L.G.A. Asutan, a public health physician in making, and I work with the University of Iwo Teaching Hospital, okay? But also a member of the Ascending Health Foundation. So, it's going to be an interactive session, and before we go into the topic proper, I'll start by asking you some questions, some things that you know, and then we'll now go to the things you do not know. Okay, so before we go on, what is personal hygiene? You want to answer, just raise up your hand.
I'm in SS2. Personal hygiene means the way of keeping our body clean and free from germs. It also be seen as the way in which we keep our environment, everything around us clean and tidy. Thank you. I am in SS2. Personal hygiene is the process whereby we keep our body clean from infection and germs, and it's also the way we keep our environment from harmful substances. Thank you.
Okay, clap for him too. Yes, on our personal items or the surrounding environment where we stay, all with the aim of staying healthy. It's called personal hygiene. So the difference is you have an aim. And that aim is what? That aim is what? Pay attention, everybody. Pay attention. What is the aim of your personal hygiene and clean environment? What is the aim? To stay healthy. In order to stay what? Healthy. It's very important in that definition. Okay? So, now menstrual hygiene are the processes or the practices or the approach, whatever approach you take to ensure that you remain healthy during menstruation. During what? Menstruation. Menstrual hygiene. What did I say? Menstrual hygiene. Why are you not talking? Because you're not a girl. So the learning process is not only for the girls, it's for everybody. So why are we involving the boys in this matter? Who can tell me, who can just tell us the reason why he or she thinks we are involving the boys in menstrual hygiene matter?
Menstruation, the boys also get it. So they also need to learn and about it.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear? Then why are you laughing now? If you heard what he said, you would have known that what he said makes sense. So anything we are going to say here is not for fun. It's not for you to laugh. Just listen, because there's a sense in everything. Okay? Yes. So can you say what you said again?
It's not only girls who normally have menstruation. Boys usually they wait, so they need to learn and hygiene about it.
Okay, clap for me. Brought something to my mind. So what do the boys think menstruation is? So are you thinking that menstruation is like bedwetting? Is that what we think menstruation is? Is that what menstruation is? You know, be free, just air your mind, because this is the time to correct that opinion. Okay?
I'm sure that people will.
So who can tell me what menstruation is? A boy or a girl? Because these days boys know, the boys know a lot of things that pertain to ladies. Please, can you increase the volume of the speaker? Who can tell me what menstruation is?
My name is Ibesikpo. Menstruation is the flow of blood in every girl and also women. Menstruation is the process in which blood goes through the vagina either monthly or weekly.
My name is L.G.A. Menstruation is the monthly flow of blood from the woman's womb to the vagina.
So boys, take note of that definition. In your WAEC or JS3 exam, they're going to ask you, is it only the girls that are going to answer that question? It's for everybody, so you must know it. So menstruation, just like she said, is the monthly flow of blood from the womb through the vagina of a female. It has to happen. So before menstruation takes place, that woman must first attain puberty. That girl must first attain what? Puberty. So therefore, what is puberty? What is puberty? Who can tell me what puberty is? What class are you in? The mental and the reproductive capacity of that child is developed. When a boy or a girl has attained physical and psychological signs that we see in a boy or a girl, that we say that boy or girl has attained puberty. What are those signs? Is it funny? No. Don't be shy. Nothing to develop breast. Why is she giggling now?
My name is Nung Udoe. I'm in
What else?
different ways to different changes.
I can't hear you.
Why are you shy? Okay, so at puberty, the signs of puberty for the girls, they develop breasts, they grow hairs in their armpits,
the pubic region. Okay? Why for the boys? What happens? They begin to grow muscular and handsome. And some begin to grow very big Adam's apple here like this. Isn't it? Yes. And also they grow hairs in the armpit as well as the pubic region. And then their reproductive organs begin to grow bigger. The same thing for the ladies. Their womb begin to develop enough to be able to carry a baby. So for the ladies, one thing extra is the development of, the lady begins to menstruate. The lady begins to do what? Menstruate. Initially at puberty, the lady may not menstruate. Begin to develop to be able to get to that stage where she begins to menstruate. Now, without menstruation, a woman cannot get pregnant. What did I say?
Without menstruation, a woman cannot get pregnant.
I'm speaking in the video so that you will remember to understand English very well. Without menstruation, a woman cannot do what? Get pregnant. So menstruation is a very important thing in the life of a female. Do we understand?
Yes.
Big breast, but as long as the lady is menstruating, the lady will get pregnant. Now, why are we talking about menstrual hygiene? Now, studies have shown that a lot of girls in low and medium income countries or underdeveloped or developing countries and underdeveloped countries, they because of poverty, because of financial constraints, they do not know what to do, how to take care of themselves when they are menstruating. And this may make such girls, are you hearing me at the back?
Yes.
This may make such girls to stay away from school. Doesn't know what to use for the first time. Somebody says, hey, there's a stain on your cloth. There's a stain on the cloth. She doesn't know anything about menses. She just starts crying. People begin to laugh because she was not educated about menstruation. And wasn't it, she doesn't know what to do. That child will go home that day and go and tell the mother, can you leave now? You need to say, okay. I take a soft photo. We will at the end. I come from wherever. I come from where. If you only say seven and they use so that I never come from where. He really gets here and go home. The child does not know what to use to prevent her from address her uniform from being stained by the blood. Because once it starts, it must flow to the end and then stop. That kind of child will stay at home for that 3 or 4 days that is going to menstruate. Doesn't know what to use. And there are some that know what to use. Studies have shown that a lot of girls, during menstruation, some use grass within their pants to collect the blood. Studies have also shown that some girls use foam. They got foam from their mattress, wrap it with cloth, and put there to collect the blood. Some use tissue paper. Some use the products. Menstrual hygiene products may cause infection for that child. May do what?
Cause infection.
Please pay attention. Stop looking elsewhere. Look at rags. Studied. When they finish using it every month, they'll just fold it, dry it, fold it, put it under their mattress. Some will hide it under their mattress. Some will hide it somewhere. And now remember, these clothes are soaked blood. Most of the time, these clothes are colored clothes that they won't even see that they've not completely washed the blood stain from it. So we carry some remnants of the blood particles on those clothes, dry it, fold it, and put it under the mattress. The dampness of the house gets to the clothes, the materials begin to grow mold. And once a cloth is growing mold, once you put it under your vagina, it will start itching. It will start having rashes in the vagina. That's one infection. If that rash is not treated, it will affect the urinary tract. The person starts having urinary tract infection. And if it's not properly treated, it will go up into the womb and can cause fertility problem in the future. That is how that thing works. Go and read about the reproductive tract of a woman and how it works for menstruation to occur. Is that okay? Yes. Good. Now, menstruation occurs in different individuals differently. Don't talk. Pay attention. In different individuals differently. 3 to 5 to 7 days. It can flow for 3 to 7 days, depending on the individual. Some people's own flows 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. Okay? And the flow may be mild, moderate, or heavy. Heavy flow. Alright? And this flow may come painless for some people, and some they may have pain, call it menstrual pain. Pain can also keep them away from school. That pain, menstrual pain, can keep them away from what? School. They don't know what to do. They don't know that they have to go and see a doctor who will prescribe certain medication for them to take to stop that pain. And that will affect our overall performance in the end. So, while we are discussing this thing, is so that you know what to do that will not affect your performance in any way anymore from today onwards. Is that okay? Are we paying attention? Yes. Some people are distracted. When a girl sees her menses, she's supposed to, the first thing to do when the menses start is to get the right menstrual products. Is to get the right menstrual. What are these menstrual products? Who can tell us what the menstrual products are? Example of a good menstrual product. Clap for her. Good. So, an example, we have said all the menstrual products that are not good, isn't it? I mentioned them, isn't it? Yes. What are the types that we mentioned? Menstrual hygiene products. So the good menstrual hygiene products, we have the sanitary pad, we have the sanitary cup, menstrual cup. It's like a cup inserted into the vagina and it collects the blood. The menstrual pad, put it on the surface of the pants and it collects the blood. We also have the tampon. We have the what? We have the what? Tampon. Hygiene products. Whichever one we are using, but for your level, we advise the use of menstrual soft care. Yes, which other one? Morpeth, okay. Which other one? Yes. Lady care. Soft care. Yes. My girl, beautiful. Which other? No boy is talking. Now, why we said another reason why we are involving the boys is that during menses, when a girl is menstruating, you need to do what? Show compassion. You need to be sympathetic with her. That is not the time you start making mockery of her. That's not the time, especially if that girl is in chiking and she's not answering you, she's not giving you food, and then you now see her clothes stay. You say, hey, he say, is that making fun of her? Is that right? Is that right? But you cover her up. If you have a jacket or a sweater, you give her to tie around her waist. It's something that is not supposed to be exposed. Will you be laughing at her? No. That's your classmate, like your sister. Do we understand? Yes. And then another reason is that at home, if your sister is the one that's been cooking food for you people and menstrual pain, will you go eat that day? Because she's in pain. The guy takes it and then because some people, when they are having menses, that time they'll be having serious pain, they'll be throwing up, they'll be even febrile, some will be hot. They can't even do anything that day. They won't go to school. So, you have to help her. You put water for her to have her bath. You help her wash her clothes. If she's want to wash plates that day, say, okay, don't worry, wash plates. You take over the cooking so that she will rest. So that she will do what? Rest. We are saying this because tomorrow, you boys will become, you have sisters now, you will have what? Wives tomorrow. And you will have daughters also. So, when your wife is menstruating, you know what it means. That she will be in pains. And that makes you, they'll be very moody. Sometimes girls are very, very what? Moody. Any small thing they touch hand in that period. During that menstrual period, they'll be very, very moody, very irritable. They won't even answer anybody that's talking to them. They just keep to themselves. They want to keep to themselves, not the way they are feeling. So you must do what? Understand. You must do what?
Understand.
Yes. So that tomorrow you know how to take care of somebody that is doing what? Menstruating. And you might say, please help me buy sanitary pad. Sanitary pad from that tailor shop. Or help me buy paracetamol from the nearby chemist. You say, I'm tired. You don't know that she's going through things. You don't know that she's going through a situation that needs what? Help. Do we understand?
Yes.
Some people are busy gisting. Don't gist, listen. Okay? Now, we're saying, how do we use our menstrual pad? How do we use our menstrual hygiene products? Does this look like one of the ones you see on the shelf?
Yes.
Yes. Before you handle your menstrual pad, you do what?
Wash your hands.
Yes. We're talking about hygiene. So you do things with clean hands, not dirty hands. They do what? Full pants, not G-string. Pants down. I mean, hold the pad down on the pants without allowing the pad to move. For those who use tissue paper, you know that it's very difficult to carry tissue paper in between your legs. If you are running, the tissue paper can fall out. That person that is using tissue paper or leaves, cannot do sports. The day they will do PE, she just be standing like that and as I say, because I hear them add your say they come and you don't know. But with this pad stuck to your pants, you can do high jump, you can play football, you can do any manner of sport that you want to do except swimming. You cannot, when you are wearing a pad, you cannot go into the swimming pool with it. The whole blood will soak and contaminate the whole pool. So you cannot go to the swimming pool when you are menstruating. It is a no. It is what? No. For those of you in the rural community, you cannot go to the stream. You cannot go and bathe in the stream when you are menstruating, because you are going to contaminate the whole water with blood, and that is not good at all. Are we hearing me?
Yes.
So you remove the pad, remove the adhesive, and then you see the pad. It has two sides, one long pad and one short pad. Now this short pad will go behind. You put it on the part that goes behind the buttocks, and this long one will be in front for this side. All right?
Yes.
Why? So that this long, the excess, or if you put this side at the back, it will be too long and it will be showing at the back of the person's skirt. But if you put it just at the back, this short part will just stop where it's supposed to stop and it will be okay. Then you remove the adhesive here. The pad has what you call wings. This wings is supposed to hold, you tuck it behind the pant, under the back of the pant. After you put this one on the pant, you flip this one behind the pant to hold down the pant. and you flip this side too behind, and the pad is well seated, and the person puts on the pad. So you put on the pad first before you wear the pants with the pad. You don't wear the pants stand and be trying to put the pad. No, you end up not putting it right. Do we understand?
Yes.
Ladies, do you understand?
Yes.
Good. So that's how to put it. Now, depending on how heavy the person's flow is, if the person has a mild to moderate flow, the person may use 2 pads in a day. You wear one in the morning, and by the time you're coming back from school, it is not really soaked. You can change it when you come back from school. You bath, then put on a fresh one that you will use for the night. If you have a heavy flow, the pad you are going to use, the pad are of 2 types. There's a light pad, and then there's the heavy pad for those that have heavy flow. So you use the heavy pad. By afternoon time in school, if the pad is soaked, you change it, put on another one that will take you to the end of school. Then you go home. When you get home, you change that one. You wear another one for the night. Is that okay? Now, how to remove the pad? Once you are ready to remove it, you take off the pants with the pad. Remember, you wash your hands first and dry it. Then you remove the side wings from the back of the pants, both sides. Flip it on top of the pad, in front of the pad. Put it on front. Then you roll the whole length of the pad. You roll it like this, neatly. Have you seen how it has become? Yes. You roll it neatly like this. Wrap it with tissue paper. Wrap it with white, you're blocking them. Your dustbin. Or if you're using the pit toilet, go and throw it into the pit toilet. On no account should you flush the pad, remove it and dump it into the water closet. You cannot remove it and put it into the water closet. It's going to block that toilet. At the socket side and bring it out before the toilet is slow again. Or you dig the ground deep and bury it there. Do not expose your pad. Just throw it anyhow like that and scatter the whole pad everywhere. It can lead to infection. It can lead to infection for those people, those children who always go to the refuse dump to go and pick things. It can lead to infection for the dogs who will go to your dogs from your compound that will go to the refuse dump, scatter, carry the infection in their mouth and come back to the house. They will transfer that infection to the house. Flies can fetch on it at the refuse dump, in the dustbin, and bring them into your house. Are you not recycling the infection yourself? So that is how to dispose. Once you put in the nylon, you wash your hands and put on a fresh one, or if your menses has ended, it has ended. Do we understand how to do it now? Yes. Are we going to be doing it like that? Yes. How many of us will start using hygienic sanitary pads? We want to let you natural process in the life of a girl child. It is not a sickness, it is not a taboo, it is not a death sentence. Do we understand? Yes. So, see it as one of the processes of life, alright? Okay, so that is all about that. Then for those who have menstrual pain, please, you need to see a doctor. The kind of clothes you wear during menses matters a lot. During menses, you should not be wearing trousers, because if you are stained, it will show and everybody will do what? See it. You wear a good long skirt or a good long gown or flowing skirt, so that in case there's a stain, you can see, it will conceal you, it will cover you. Nobody will see it. When you want to climb the bike, you can climb the bike easily and not be afraid of being stained. Do we understand? Now, let's briefly talk about oral hygiene. Menstruation. The boys undergo what you call wet dreams. For the boys, it's called what? Wet dreams. Do we know what wet dreams is? So, there are some boys, once they have attained puberty, when they wake up in the morning and they stretch, sometimes they wake up and they see that their bed is stained. It's stained with some fluid, some sticky whitish fluid. that looks like pap. Okay? It is not an infection, it is not a disease. It's called wet dreams. It's called what? Wet dreams. Wash it. Wash your boxers and wear a fresh one. Do we understand? Yes. So while girls are menstruating, boys have what you call wet dreams. A lot of boys can wear one boxer for a whole 1 week. True or false? For 2 days. Boys are not supposed to wear their pants or their boxers or their underwears for 2 days. You wear one today, you take it off. Put on a fresh one the next day. Because of wet dreams, okay? Because of discharges. Because of urine. When you urinate, because of urinating, the urine can splash on the boxers. It begins to smell. If you wear one boxers for 3-4 days, the person will come down with rashes in between the thighs. A lot of boys have that. They are battling with it. They don't know how it started. But it's because of poor personal what? Hygiene. Put that pant, put on a fresh pant. Or else, you begin to have itching in between the thighs too. Is that clear? Yes. So oral hygiene affects everybody. Once a child, in fact from childhood, you are taught how to brush your mouth. How do we brush our mouth? How do we take care of our mouth? All the time. That is oral hygiene. Those things you do to ensure that your mouth is kept clean and you stay healthy. Avoid dental caries or holes, cavities in our teeth. How many of us have toothbrushes? Are some people still using toothstick here? Are some people still using charcoal? Are some people still using tissue paper or cotton wool? So, the right thing to use is toothbrush and toothpaste. In the morning, you brush your mouth. How do you brush your mouth? You get your toothbrush, clean toothbrush, that the bristles are straight, not bending like this. Some people's toothbrush, if you see it, that's it, they're using it to sweep the ground. All the teeth are like this. No. You use one toothbrush for 3 months. Depending on where you keep your toothbrush. Put your toothbrush in a cup and bathroom. One gecko, cockroaches, flies may perch on the toothbrush. So when you cut toothbrush in the morning, the first thing you do is to wash it. Well. Wash the surface. In case cockroach has defecated on it, in case one gecko has licked it or anything, or it fell on the ground when somebody was passing and the person picks it like that, or even falls into the toilet, somebody will pick it and put it back, say, oh, toothbrush on your wall. So you must wash your toothbrush before using it. You wash it, put the toothpaste on it, and now, how do we brush our teeth? How do we brush our teeth? Is it like this? Left to right, left to right? How? Up, down, 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 up, down. Next time you come, we get a dummy manicure and a dental manicure that we can use to show you. Up, down, then open your mouth, you brush the molars, the chewing part surface, down, turn the brush up, then you brush your tongue. The last thing you do is to brush your tongue. You brush your tongue, bring out your tongue, scrub it, inside, outside, turn the brush this way, brush it this way, out, and then you gargle your mouth with clean water, wash your brush, and put it back in the brush holder. So, you have to brush your teeth at least 2 times a day. People that brush their teeth 3 times a day. Yes. And when they get back to school from afternoon, they have their bath, and their bathing, they brush their mouth. Some people, when they want to go out, after they've eaten, they brush their mouth. Because they don't want the smell of the food to be perceived in their breath.
Then after 1 month, you think maybe like 1 day in a month. long and it has been like that always. Ma'am, is it because of the drug or is it natural?
Okay, so since after that you took that drug, it started coming once.
Yes.
When it comes once, when it comes once.
And that one is always heavy, like extremely heavy.
That one is very heavy. Initially when it started, was it heavy?
No.
Wasn't heavy. Okay. Well, which I believe both all of you know. Once you attain puberty, once a boy or a girl attains puberty, you cannot go and sleep with any boy or any girl. Used by people in the family or by friends or by neighbor or by somebody. And they are not saying anything. They are not doing what? Saying anything because they are afraid, they've been threatened that they are going to harm them, that they are going to beat them, they are going to arrest them, or they are going to arrest their parents. So they keep quiet. Or impregnate a girl. Would that child be able to continue going to school? The person has destroyed the person's future. That girl will no longer go to school, depending on whether the parents are enlightened or not.
Is it natural for the girl child to menstruate more than once a week?
What? Cycle. There's what you call the menstrual cycle. The menses should flow once in a month, depending on how many days cycle the girl has. Is a duration from the beginning of the menses, the first day of the menses, to the last day before a new menses. The last day before a new menses starts is the last day of that menses that started, whether on the 1st of June. Do we understand? Assuming the girl's menses, are we hearing at the back? Some have 21 days, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 to 42 days. Different people, different menstrual cycle days. So a girl that has 28 days cycle and saw the menses on the 1st of June. You are seeing it for that month, isn't it? The last girl has seen it for that month, isn't it? Again in the month of June? Yes. Yes. Because the first day that menses starts is day 1. It will flow for 3 days, for 4 days, 5, 6, 7 days, and stop.
Pass this place again.
What?
us to create an awareness on personal hygiene, how to keep our body, how to take good care of our body during menstruation and puberty stage. We thank you especially for the mentor that have given to us.